I'm Reid Conybeare. I'm on the TRU athletics team. I'm a cheerleader. This is my first year at TRU. I'm currently taking a Bachelor of Science to go be an engineer.
So Reid, why did you decide to come to Thompson Rivers University and become a member of the cheer squad?
Well, TRU, born and raised here, so seen it since it was Caribou College, so it's always been my main goal to go here. And also it has a really good engineer transfer program to go to UBC or UVic mainly. And joined the team. Friends first told me to join. Throughout high school I played soccer, basketball, but I felt like trying something new, so they convinced me to join the cheer team, and it's been a lot of fun.
So what's been the highlight for you so far being part of the cheer team?
Last year we did volunteer at, well, all the teams did. We volunteered for Dreamlift Day at Wendy's.
Right.
And on that day, I forget who I had talked to, but he was the coordinator for the Globetrotters when they were coming to town.
Bill Jaswell.
Bill, yeah.
Former alumni.
Yes.
Or current alumni, I should say. Former athlete. Yeah.
Yes, so with him, talking to him throughout the day, finally after a while he was like, do you want to get the cheer team to come cheer at the Globetrotters game? So obviously I said yes, and that was an amazing night because the whole team showed up, just had a blast.
Were you nervous? Because there was a large crowd here that night.
Yes and no. It was a lot of fun. Like, I've performed in large crowds before with soccer, but for cheer, because it was only my first year on the team, it was kind of nerve-wracking, but once you got going, everyone was having fun, so it was a lot of fun. It was just great.
During the course of the season, how often do you practice a week? And you do, as you mentioned, you do community events as well as support the other teams.
Yep. So on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 6 a.m., we're here for 2 hours, so 4 hours there. And then on Sunday practice, we have 3 hours of conditioning. Friday nights we go to either the volleyball or basketball games. This year's I think we're doing more hockey, so there's another essentially 4 hours of practice stunting at all their games. And then weekends we throw in another couple hours on Saturdays for whatever events, and then we have to do an additional 2 hours of working out throughout the week. So it's a bit more than most people would think.
Well, that's what I was just going to say. That there's a lot of skill involved in being a member of the cheer squad, is there not?
Yeah. Well, to think, it's not just cheerleading; it's gymnastics, dance, and lifting. So you can't lift a person above your head with no skill or without the strength to do it, or being flexible enough for a flyer to stand up there with possibly one leg pulled behind their head. It's crazy the strength people need to be a cheerleader, and most people don't really think how much effort we put in and how much it requires of us. It's crazy.
And how do you balance that with how many courses are you taking in school?
This year, for me, I'm only taking 3 just as a prep to do the engineer transfer program, but still they're quite extensive, so it balances out quite well. Like, because cheer is Sunday nights and weekday mornings you're here, finish practice, grab a bite to eat, and go to class. So it's pretty easy. Games on Friday nights are kind of hard with work because some people have to balance that out, but with cheerleading it balances out quite well to have everything.
Reid, can you talk a little bit about the family atmosphere that we have among our athletes
among
here?
The teams?
Yes.
Yeah. It's amazing. Everyone, even in general at TRU, everyone friendly. There's no, oh, I don't like you because of this. It's, oh, you're at this school? I like you. And then with all the teams, it's everyone likes backing each other up. Like, our team's going here. Did you guys hear? The other team, this team is doing this and that. It's crazy for like the hockey team. Those guys are great. Most people don't really know that we have one or like how much they actually do. But last year, the hockey team, they were one of our biggest supporters as cheerleaders. So they were stoked when we went to competition. Like, we had a lot of the guys like cheering us on when we were leaving. So it was a lot of fun. A lot of the teams back each other up. Like the baseball team going to every game that we have at home. It's pretty cool.
What words of advice, Reid, would you have for a student athlete that would consider coming to Thompson Rivers University? Why should they choose TRU over anywhere else?
It's great. The atmosphere here, the campus, everything about TRU works. Everything flows quite well. All the practices, everybody works together. The school and TCC itself work together quite well. So for athletes, we get up here every other day. working out, and it's great. Everything's fun. Our teams do well in all our sports. It's pretty cool, and everything just works. You know?